This is Raghu Ganapati, Assistant Professor of Commerce, working at Government Degree College, Nirmal. Today topic is bank reconciliation statement. Here it is a bank. Bank is an institution where deposits collected from the public and loans and advances are given to the public. On that, interest is received and interest is paid. The difference between interest is the profit of that bank. Here, a businessman, a firm who deposits his amount in the bank because of safety and security reasons. Here, bank prepares books, account books, as well as depositor or firm or businessman also prepares records. Here, bank as an institution prepares customer's account in its records, as well as firm also or businessman also prepares bank account in his books. Bank prepares customers account, whether it may be saving bank account or current account. It prepares customers accounts in their books, in its books, and pass it on a passbook to the customers. Earlier, bank used to record all accounts manually, so passbook was used to be maintained. But nowadays, everything is going on computers, so bank statement is given to the customer, either hard copy or mail is sent to the customer's mail account. So bank statement or passbook, whatever it may be, that is the account of the customers in the prepared by the bank. Passbook or the bank statement is the customer's account prepared by the bank. Whereas a businessman, he also maintains bank account in his books, but he prepares a triple column cash book, which is a subsidiary book. Triple column means three columns are maintained on the debit side as well as credit side in one account, that is the cash book. In that, discount account, cash account and bank account columns are maintained. So whenever we use in this chapter cash book means bank column in the cash book. So a firm prepares cash book or bank account in their account books. Both are bank and the firm, both are organizations, both are personal accounts. The rule is, the debit credit rule is debit the receiver and credit the giver. This is the debit credit rule for the personal accounts. Based on this, they prepare their respective accounts. Sometimes what happens, some transactions recorded only in the bank which were missed by the customer, or some records or some transaction recorded by the businessman but not entered or not get to the notice of the bank, that were missed in the bank records. So there is a mismatch of balances in the passbook and the cash book. So to reconcile these errors, we prepare a bank reconciliation statement. Here, in this bank reconciliation statement, we are going to discuss about the purpose of the bank reconciliation statement, the definition of the bank reconciliation statement, reasons for difference between the cash book and the bank statement. Bank statement, earlier it is used to be called as a passbook. Nature of the cash book and the bank statement. Drawing up a bank reconciliation statement. Now, first thing, the purpose of the bank reconciliation statement. Due to the timing difference, omissions and errors made by the bank or the firm itself, the balances of the bank statement and the bank account in the cash book rarely agree. Here, due to the timing difference, bank reconciliation statement or BRS is prepared on a particular date. Suppose we are preparing bank reconciliation statement on March 31st. A issued check is entered in the cash book, written on the cash book on March 28, sent it to bank, but bank was not collected that amount. The bank collected that amount on April 3rd or 4th. In this situation, if we compare both the books, cash book and the passbook, the entry, the transaction was, entry was made in the cash book but not in the passbook. This is the time difference. Because of the time difference, the balances of cash book and passbook will not match. And another reason is omissions. Omissions means not writing the entry, complete missing the entry. And errors. Errors are so many types. Writing in the wrong side, a wrong debit or wrong credit, or wrong account, or balances error, or amount error, like that. So many errors are there. Because of these errors, the mismatch of cash book and passbook is we notice. So, the timing difference and omissions and errors, because of these reasons, we have to prepare bank reconciliation statement. Bank reconciliation statements can be used to explain the reasons for the differences and to identify errors and omissions in both documents so that corrections can be made as soon as possible. With the help of bank reconciliation statements, we can point out the errors or omissions and we can make corrections in the both the books, either in the passbook or cash book. Here, the definition of the bank reconciliation statement. Why we prepare bank reconciliation statement? That is itself a definition. Why we are preparing? Cash book and the passbook, because of some reasons, there is a mismatch of balances. To locate these errors and reconcile them, we prepare a statement that is called bank reconciliation statement. The bank reconciliation statement is prepared on a particular date. The bank balance as shown in the cash book and the bank statement seldom agree. There are various reasons for this. A statement is used to reconcile the two balances. We prepare bank reconciliation statement. A bank reconciliation statement is a statement which is prepared at periodical intervals to reconcile the balance shown by the passbook and the cash book. In the statement, all causes of difference are shown and suitable adjusting or correcting entries are passed in the books if required. The purpose of bank reconciliation statement is to indicate the items which cause disagreement between the two balances as on a particular date. So, locating the errors and reconcile them, and that's why we prepare bank reconciliation statement. What is the importance of bank reconciliation statement? It indicates the causes of difference between the passbook and the cash book so that we can make necessary adjustment and corrections. It acts as a moral check on the employees of the firm to maintain the cash records always up to date. So, it is a moral check on the employees or the cashiers. It reduces the chances of misappropriation of funds or frauds by the employees of the concern who are dealing with cans. It leads to maintain of up to date of cash records, thus the concern can correctly come to know about its liquidity position. So, because of these reasons, or these are the importance of the preparing bank reconciliation statement. Now, reasons for difference between cash book and the bank statement or the passbook. They are deposits paid into the bank. These items occur too close to the cutoff date, that is a bank reconciliation date of the bank statement, and so do not appear on the statement. They will appear on the next statement. If somebody deposited any amount in the bank will credit that amount in the passbook or customer's account, but the customer is not aware of this transaction, he will not enter this transaction in the cash book. This is the one reason. And unpresented checks. Here they are checks issued by the firm that have not yet been presented to its bank for payment. If check is issued, who issues a check? The customer, a firm or a businessman issues a check. Immediately issuing a check, he writes the transaction, enters the transaction in the cash book on the credit side. Check issued means the balance will reduce in the cash book. If the check was not presented for payment at the bank, then the balance will not change in the bank. So, there is a mismatch between the cash book and the passbook. Again, there are standing instructions from the firm to the bank to make regular payments or regular expenses. Generally, a firm gives some standing instruction to the bank to pay some kind of expenses like insurance or electricity bill. Such expenses, bank automatically deduct the amount from the customer's account and pays that amount to the concerned party. So, here if bank is paid any amount, bank will debit the customer's account. It means the balance in the passbook will reduce. If this transaction is not known to the, or the businessman or the firm is not aware of this transaction, in the cash book this transaction was not entered. So, the balance in the cash book will not change. In such position, there is a mismatch between cash book and passbook balances. Here, there are payments made directly through the bank, like electricity bill or insurance, such expenses. They are charges made by the bank to the company for banking services used. For banking service charges, bank directly debit the customer's account. This is also expense. It reduces the balance in the passbook. If it is, this transaction is not entered in the cash book, then the balance will be mismatch. Here, there are checks deposited but subsequently returned by the bank due to the failure of the drawer to the party. Here, check is received by the customer or by the firm, the amount will be immediately written on the debit side in the cash book, means bank account is debited. The balance in the cash book will increase. If check is not sent to the bank before the reconciliation date, or check is deposited to the bank but not collected by the bank, check is deposited in the bank but the bank dishonored, the party dishonored the check. In any kind of such situation, the amount, the check received amount will appear in the cash book only. It will not appear in the passbook. So, there is a mismatch of balance between cash book and passbook. And they are collections from customers directly through the bank. If any party of the customer, suppose the firm sold goods to Mr. X on credit, that party, that X, Mr. X paid the amount directly in the bank of the customer or the firm, then bank will take that amount and credit the customer's account. Means any amount is collected by the bank directly on from the third parties, then that amount will be credited in the passbook. In such case, passbook will be credited, there will be an increase in the passbook amount. If such transaction is not recorded in the cash book, then there is a mismatch between the cash book and the passbook. And one more, interest received. They are interest received for deposits or fixed deposits. This is also income. Any income received by the bank, that amount is to be credited in the customer's account. The bank will credit that amount in the customer's account. In such case, there is, what happens, there is a increase of balance in the passbook, but the customer is not aware of this transaction. He will not make any entries in the cash book, the balance in the cash book will not change. In such case, there is a mismatch of balances. Now, one more important aspect of the nature of the cash book and the bank statement. Once again, here we have to remember the bank statement, earlier we used to call it as a passbook. Okay. The balance in the cash book is an asset to the company because it is a bank is a debtor. How? We are going to look at the cash book. Just cash book, Cash book here it is not a real account. Cash book is not asset here. Cash book means here it is a triple column cash book in which we are talking about the bank column only. So cash book means it is the bank account prepared by the customer or the business firm. So any amount deposited in the bank account will be debited, debit the receiver. Any amount is paid by the bank will be credited. So credit the giver. So any debit represent an increase. If we debit the cash book or bank account means there is an increase in the balance. If we credit the cash book or the bank account means a decrease in the balance. A credit represent decrease in the balance. So bank is a debtor. This is the cash book. Some situations arise when overdraft situations, we discuss it about the overdraft in later slides. Then in the point of view of the banker also prepares customer's account in his accounts books. The balances as per the bank statement is a liability to the banker because customer is a creditor. In the point of view of banker, customer is a creditor. If cash book is showing debit balance in the businessman's or customer's books, definitely in the banker's books passbook will show credit balance. Passbook here is nothing but firm's or businessman's account. This is also personal account, but it is prepared. The bank prepares this bank statement or the passbook not in a T form but in a statement form. Here some more columns are there, serial number, date, particulars, but here we are going to discuss about the debit item, credit item and the balance. If any amount is deposited by the customer, then the entry in the bank is cash account debtor to firm's account. Firm's account will be credited. So to the banker, customer is a creditor. Credit means credit represents increase in the balance. If any amount paid through check by the customer, then that amount expense will be debited, means debit represent decrease. That is the point. But what is the balance? Balance represent the amount owed to the customers. This is the pro forma of passbook. In simple terms, what we have to remember is, if the cash book shows debit balance, certainly passbook will show credit balance. Now, how to prepare a bank reconciliation statement? The first step is check the bank statement and the cash book to see the items which have been omitted. Put the bank statement and the cash book side by side, and which are missing items, which are written only in the cash book, which are written only in the passbook. Like that, check all the items and prepare missed items in a paper. That is the first step. First we have to do what items which have been omitted in the books. In the second step, update the cash book with any omissions and errors made by the itself, because the bank reconciliation statement is prepared by the customer or the businessman. So cash book is with him, he can easily make some corrections in the cash book. So this is the second step, make corrections in the cash book. Then the third step is, now prepare the bank reconciliation statement. So, in the first step, locate the omissions and errors. Second, make any corrections in the cash book. Then prepare the bank reconciliation statement. Now, we are going to understand it in a accounts, some exercise. Here, when cash is deposited in the bank, what happens? This is the cash book, that is bank column or simply bank account prepared by the customer. Now, second part on the right hand side, when cash is received from the customer, this is in the books of bank. This is the banker prepares passbook, that is firm's account. Now, the transaction is cash deposited in the bank. In the entry in the cash book, bank account data to cash account. So, debit the cash book with to cash account 1000 rupees. On the credit side, in the passbook or in the books of banker, credit the passbook by cash 1000 rupees. Here, the entry is cash account data to firm's account. So, we know that cash book is the account of bank, passbook is the account of customer, account of the customer. Cash book is prepared by the, cash book means bank account prepared by the customer, and the passbook is prepared by the banker. Here we have to remember that as a general rule, if cash book shows debit balance, certainly passbook will show credit balance only. Now, when an income is written only in the cash book, take transaction by transaction. Here cash book is showing debit balance and passbook is showing credit balance. Now, the transaction is when an income is written only in the cash book. In the cash book, when income is received, bank account data to income account or bank account data to check account, whatever it may be, when income is received. So, that is deposited in the bank. So, we are debiting the bank account, debit the receiver to income account 300, then cash balance will increase 1300. Suppose received a check, immediately we write this entry, bank account data to income account, cash book account will be increased. But the check was not sent to the sent for collection to the bank, then there is no entry in the passbook. The balance in the passbook 1000 rupees will remain unchanged. Now, what we have to do? We have to compare whether we are preparing bank reconciliation statement based on the cash book or based on the passbook. Look here, if we are preparing on the base of cash book, then we have to equal this amount, cash book amount, to that of passbook amount. We have to make 1300 amount to that of passbook amount 1000 rupees. So, now we have to deduct the 300 rupees. Here, if we are taking passbook as a basis for preparing bank reconciliation statement, then in such a situation, we have to make this passbook amount that to the equal of cash book amount. So, 1000 rupees to 1300, to make 1000 rupees to 1300 rupees, we have to add 300 rupees to the passbook amount. So, this is one transaction. Another, when an expenses is written only credit side of the cash book, take transaction by transaction. Again, cash book showing debit balance and the passbook showing credit balance. Now, when expense is written only on the credit side of the cash book, this transaction taking place in the at the place of firm. So, the customer or the businessman or the firm is writing this entry in the cash book. Expense account data to bank account. If check is issued for paying salaries or rent, suppose rent account data to bank account, that is a entry. Then bank account is to be credited by expense account 100 rupees. then automatically the cash book balance will decrease by 100 rupees. The balance in the cash book is 900 rupees. Suppose check is issued but it is not given at the bank for payment, not submitted at the bank for payment. So, in the passbook the amount, the balance will not change. Now, there is no entry in the passbook. Now, if we are preparing the bank reconciliation statement on the base of cash book, then we have to equal this amount to that of passbook amount. Cash book is showing 900, we have to equal this amount of the passbook amount, so we have to add 100 rupees. Or if we are preparing the bank reconciliation statement on the basis of passbook, then we have to equal this amount to the equal of cash book. So we have to make 1000 rupees to the 900 rupees, we have to deduct 100 rupees. Now transactions taking place at the bank. So here passbook showing debit balance 1000, passbook cash book showing debit balance 1000 rupees and the passbook showing credit balance 1000 rupees. When an income is written only in the passbook, somebody deposited in the bank account of the customer, suppose 200 rupees, then the entry is or the bank is collected dividend 200 rupees or the bank credited interest on fixed deposit 200 rupees. These are all the incomes of the customer credited in the passbook. The entry in the passbook will be income account data to firm's account or cash account data to firm account, whatever it may be. Then passbook account will be credited. The balance in the passbook will increase to 1200. About this transaction, the customer is if not aware, he will not write any kind of entry in the cash book. In such situation, the balance in the cash book will not change. Now what we have to do? We have to reconcile. If we are preparing bank reconciliation statement on the basis of passbook, we have to equal this amount to that of cash book. So 1200 we have to make it 1000 rupees. To do it, we have to deduct 200 rupees. If we are preparing bank reconciliation statement on the basis of cash book, we have to equal this amount 1000 rupees to that of passbook amount. We have to add 200 rupees to make to the equal of passbook amount. Next one, we take transaction by transaction. Cash book showing debit balance and passbook showing credit balance. When an expense is debited only in the passbook, this is the expenses written only in the passbook, then firm's account will be debited with the cash account. Cash is paid. So automatically the balance in the passbook will reduce to 850. Now we have to compare. For the comparison, we have to look at the on which basis we are preparing the bank reconciliation statement. If we are doing on the basis of passbook, we have to make the balance of the passbook to the equal of cash book amount. 850 should be equal to the cash book amount 1000 rupees. To do that, we have to add 150 rupees. Or if we are preparing the bank reconciliation statement on the basis of cash book, we have to deduct 150 rupees from the cash balance so that we can make the cash book balance to the equal of passbook amount. So these are the 4 major items we have to remember. Then this is the ready-made pro forma for bank reconciliation statement. Just doing this bank reconciliation statement for preparation Earlier what we are discussed in the T form accounts form, we have to analyze in that form, then only we can prepare the bank reconciliation statement. For the benefit of the students, here reconciliation statement is prepared in this pro forma. Balance as per cash book. It means that we are preparing this bank reconciliation statement on the basis of cash book. Now we have to compare the cash book with the passbook. If the cash book amount is increased, we have to increase. If passbook amount is decreased, or we have to decrease the balance also. Here a check issued but not yet presented for payment. Check issued but not yet presented for payment. So there is a, if check is issued debited in the cash book, so we have to add it, we have to add so that we can equal this amount of the passbook amount. So we are adding. Interest allowed by the bank, direct payment by debtors to the bank. Any amount is credited directly in the bank, in as per cash book we are also have to add this amount in the cash book. Interest on investment dividend on shares received by the bank. There is an increase in passbook balance, so that we have also increased this amount. So we are adding. Discount on bills paid through bank but full amount entered in the cash book. So the remaining amount we have also add it. Any wrong entry on credit side of the passbook. Right or wrong entry, it is not a matter, we are just reconciling, equaling the balances. So any credit wrong entry in the credit side of the passbook, we are also add that amount in the cash book also. Now what we have to less deduct amounts. Check deposited in the bank not yet collected. If check is deposited means if check is received, immediately we write on the debit side of the cash book, but bank is not collected that amount. So there is a amount high balance appear in the cash book. So that amount we have to deduct it. Then bank charges, passbook deducted amount, there is a reduction in the balance, so we are also deduct this amount. Direct payment made by the bank not yet entered in cash book. Interest on overdraft charged by the bank. Dishonored checks and bills. Any wrong entry on the debit side of passbook. These are all the items we have to deduct it. For the balance as per the cash book first item, to add the 7 items and deduct the 6 items, the answer we will get is the balance as per the passbook amount. That is the answer. If we prepare the same bank reconciliation statement as per passbook, now we have to take this balance as per passbook as a basis, then we will get the answer of the cash book amount. In such situation, these less items, deducted item 6 item we have to add up, and what added we earlier we have to deduct them. For that there is a ready-made table here also. If we take balance as per passbook, then we have to add 6 item. Check deposited into the bank but not yet collected. Bank charges, direct payment made by the bank but not yet collected. Interest on overdraft charged by the bank. Dishonored checks, bills. Any wrong entry on the debit side of the passbook, we have to add these items. Earlier as per cash book we deducted these things. What are the deducting items as per the passbook? Check issued but not presented for payment. Interest allowed by the bank, direct payment by debtors into the bank, interest on investment, dividend on shares received directly into the bank, discount on bills returned through the bank but full amount entered in the cash book, any wrong entry on the credit side of the passbook. If we take the passbook items, add these items 6 items and less or deduct 7 items, then we will get the answer, that is the balance of the as per the cash book. This is the method of preparing bank reconciliation statement. We will do some exercise in the next slides. We will do some exercises. Thank you very much.